Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the WeTalk show. We are on the 33rd episode of season 3 on the WeTalk show today. So it's all threes, and we have a very special guest on the other side from WeVysya who hails from Koundinya House in the area of Tumkur. But before we get to that, I hope you all are keeping very, very well. I do understand that it's a nice Monday morning, and I hope you had a very productive day. I also hope that you had a very relaxing and a rejuvenating weekend. At the same time, I hope you're all geared up for a wonderful and a productive week ahead. As you all agree, for a very productive day and for a very productive week, the only one thing that we all look forward is for good health. As long as we are very healthy, energetic, and having up a peppy day, that is when we can manage our day and the week ahead and the multiple tasks that we have at our hands. So to ensure that we have that good health component, the critical part is nutrition. I hope you all got what I'm talking about. We are going to speak today with Madam, who is on the other side, sitting and waiting to talk to us about herself, her life, and her professional work, everything surrounding nutrition. I'm sure that all of us might be more than interested to look forward for this session. So I urge everyone to please grab your dinner plates, get your family members along, please sit down and listen to Sushma Garu, who is from the Dhruva House in Tumkur, who is a nutritionist. Before we bring Madam onto the screen, I again urge everyone to please ensure that you listen carefully to what Madam says. In case you have any questions, please do feel free to leave very elaborate questions in the comment section. Let us now take a moment to bring Sushma Garu onto the screen. Hello, Sushma Garu. Good evening,
Hello,
Andy.
sir. Good evening, sir. Thank
How are
you
you
so
doing,
much
Madam,
for
today?
the fine, sir. I'm fine. How are you, sir?
All well, by God's grace, Madam. So
Uh,
we are all looking extremely forward for this wonderful 30 minutes or 45 minutes that we have a chance to listen to you, Madam.
Same here, sir. Uh,
These are all free sessions.
Hello. Sorry, sir. There's a network issue.
You can hear me, Madam. Am I audible to you?
Now it's okay, sir.
Right, Madam. So what I'm trying to say is we are all looking forward for a free session from you.
Definitely, sir. For
Wonderful.
WeVysya, I'm always open for the free
Amazing.
sessions.
That is absolutely wonderful. This platform is such that every member does come forward to only give rather than take from the Vivasya Brotherhood.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I'm so glad about that, madam. So, madam, have you had a chance to see any of these episodes before? Did you see We Talk Show before?
Yes, sir. I'm following since when I became a member also.
Oh, super.
Frequently, I'll be visiting the show. I'll be searching for new topics actually,
Okay.
because uh, the other topics are entirely different other than nutrition. So
Correct.
I'll search for new things usually.
Super, madam. This is a very, very important subject that we're going to speak about, and it's a very, very niche segment in Vivasya.
Yeah,
So I
yes, sir.
think all of us are really, really waiting to hear from you. But I'll not make it complicated. We will just have a very simple chat about you and your work. Okay, madam?
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
So we will start off. Please tell us where you hail from, where is your town, your hometown, who all are there in your family, and then you tell us about your studies, madam.
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
I, to start with, I'm from Madhugiri. My parents are from Badonalli. It's 10 minutes away from my native actually, Madhugiri
Okay,
to Badonalli. There are 10 members in our home. We are a joint family. Very
super,
happy joint family.
super.
Uh,
God bless
uh,
Touchwood.
yeah, so, we have three kids and one grandparents. My father-in-law's mother, she's 96 years old,
Amazing.
and
Okay,
my in-laws and my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, myself, husband, and our kids, like that, sir. Um, actually,
madam, please tell me.
Uh, my nutrition career is by choice, not by chance. Actually, I have studied MSc in organic chemistry. then diploma in pharmacy,
Madam, you said
bachelor of
organic
education.
chemistry.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh
sir.
my God, for
Okay.
all those people who have watching this and you happen to do your engineering course or finished your intermediate, I'm sure you know how much you hated organic chemistry in your inter. Organic
Yes.
chemistry is the subject that actually put us into a lot of trouble while doing a plus two. And
Uh,
on the contrary, you are a fan of organic chemistry.
Organic
Wonderful,
chemistry. Yes, sir. I was a
amazing.
topper from
Okay.
my
Oh,
batch
oh my
in
God.
Bangalore
Okay.
University. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Then I started after my kid. I was free actually. My husband and my friends insisted me to take up this course, diploma in nutrition.
Okay.
After my bachelor of education, bachelor in education. So okay, then I
You did
felt
your intermediate and then you went to your B.Ed course and then
yes,
you
sir.
started
Then
with nutrition.
no, sir. After B.Ed, I have done diploma in pharmacy, sir.
Pharmacy. Okay.
Pharmacy,
Okay.
yes, sir. After that, I was not having much time to study actually. Then
Okay.
after my kid was 1 year old, I was bit free. Then my husband and my friends, some of my friends insisted me to take this course because my family members had some issues with health. We had
Okay.
to go to dietitians, take some consultation. Each member had different diet charts because of their health issues and their metabolic activities actually.
Oh,
Then I felt that I can only take up this study and do the course. For the sake of my family, I took this course actually, not for the career purpose.
oh, this is
Then,
very good to know, madam. So you
yeah,
chosen this because you wanted to find a solution for the problems that you're going through,
yeah, yeah.
rather than
My fa
turning this into a business.
Yes, yes. Actually, I didn't have any plan in business actually. Then
Okay.
my father-in-law had some liver issues. My father
Okay.
underwent open heart surgery last
Okay.
before 2 years actually.
Oh, okay.
Then
He's keeping
some
well
of
now, madam.
people, sir,
He's okay
pardon?
now. He's
Yeah,
okay
he's
now.
fine. He's doing well now. Both are
Super.
doing well.
Okay.
They're diabetic also. I wanted to study this, then it will be useful for me, for my family also. I thought of that. Then I just finished my course. I should take his name actually. Pradeep sir, who is the treasurer of Shukla House from Shukla House, insisted me to join as a member from WeVysya. Uh, at first, I was not ready actually because I didn't had clients and I didn't had any experience to take up as a to become as a member. Then after 4 months, I thought yes, I should do it. Then I become a member. Now I can proudly say a successful member from Shukla House. Uh, People from Shukla House support me a lot. Those members are very friendly actually. They support in the way of business also. They're very friendly, sir.
Amazing work, madam. Amazing. I'm sure that you
Yeah,
found it very, very helpful and supportive. But coming
yeah,
on a
yes, sir.
public forum like this and acknowledging that you've received so much help from your fellow members and peers, that is
Yes,
an
sir.
amazing gesture from you. I'm so
Yes,
glad to say that you're doing this. I'm so happy for that.
thank you, sir.
And apart from this, madam, I see that you have done your you first learned how to teach people. That's
Yeah,
how you learned B.Ed, and
yes,
then
sir.
you went on to pharmacy to learn the combination of chemicals and the other things in medicines,
Yeah, yeah.
and then you went on to do a nutritionist course. Quite a
Yes, sir.
combination.
Actually, my father have a medical store. He's a pharmacist. So for
Okay,
future purpose, I thought it will be useful for me itself for continuing the business. That's why I took pharmacy actually.
oh, very good, madam, very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how much gap did you take between all these things after your plus two between B.Ed? Was there a gap, and after B.Ed
No,
and your
sir,
diploma?
not actually. For
Okay,
nutrition course, I had a gap about 1 year. Uh,
okay,
after after pharmacy, I had 1 year of gap. Then I took up
okay.
a nutrition course. No gap, sir. Till now, I'm studying.
Wonderful, madam.
Yeah.
You are studying yet, and I am sure from the kind of career path that you had, from the kind of studious studying path that you had, I think you're going to forever study and upgrade yourself,
Thank you, sir.
because I see that you have a wonderful yearning to learn new things and to upgrade your skills. So
Yes,
that is an amazing aspect of you, madam.
yes.
And you, how many kids do you have, madam? You
One
were talking
son, sir.
about
I have a
family.
son.
You have one,
I
right?
have a son.
And it's a son.
Yeah, he's four
Nice,
years.
nice, man. How old is
4 years.
he's 4. And in
Yes,
spite of he being a child, you managed to finish your nutrition course and also practice that.
yes, sir. He's so kind. He's very supportive, actually. If I start
Well,
uh, studying, he'll take up his book and start writing something. He'll never disturb me, actually.
oh, wonderful. So this is a classic example wherein children learn from the parents.
Yes, sir.
Super. And what's his name, madam?
Ahan.
Ahan. Quite a nice
Yes.
name. Nice.
Thank you.
So you are from Madhugiri Taluk, isn't it, madam? Is that how
Madhugiri
we
Taluk.
call
Yes,
it?
sir. Madhugiri
And
Taluk.
how is it far from Tumkur? Is that an area in Tumkur, or is it a little away from Tumkur?
Away from Tumkur, sir. It's
And how far
40
is it,
to
madam?
50 kilometers. 50, maybe 50, sir.
Oh, so where do your Shukla House meetings happen? They happen in Tumkur.
Tumkur, yes, sir.
And
I
you are from
travel.
Madhugiri.
Yes, sir.
You travel for 40 kilometers every week for the meeting.
Yes, sir. I travel.
Super, super. So, ladies and gentlemen, you need to listen to this. Madam, the kind of urge that she has to learn a new skill, the kind of affinity she has about the subject called nutrition and organic chemistry. And now, for her WeVysya meetings alone, she ensures she travels 40 to 40 odd kilometers every week just to attend a meeting and to meet her fellow members. I'm sorry I have used the word just, because for a mother who has a 4 year child, I think her priorities are very well sorted. And I'm so glad that you're a member of WeVysya, madam. I think we are
It's
all
my
proud to
pleasure.
have you as a member of the Shukla House as well.
Thank you so much, sir.
Nice, madam. So, what after finishing your nutrition course, how did you happen to start practicing this?
I started practicing with my father-in-law actually.
Okay,
My father-in-law's brother. He is my
okay.
first client.
Oh,
I
good. Okay,
started giving him menu plans, diet charts, and everything.
okay.
We saw good result actually.
Oh,
He
very good.
he overcame all his health issues like blood pressure, diabetes. He had good range, sir. In diabetic also, in blood pressure also. I should mention his name. He's KV Manjunath Gupta. He's very
Okay.
famous in Madhugiri actually.
Oh, very good.
Uh,
Okay.
my father-in-law's brother, elder
Oh,
brother he is.
okay.
Then after seeing his result, I was very much happy. Then my family members, first circle, all of them, many of them came to me, approached me for the diet plan. Even they had given a good result, and they followed each and everything what I have mentioned in the menu plans.
So
Uh,
it is all about the kind of food we have, madam.
yes, sir.
We are what we eat. That's what we see everywhere. So that is true.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. And I practice holistic nutrition, where
How is it different, madam? Why did you use
uh,
the word holistic? Can you tell us?
Definitely, sir. Holistic nutrition is the nutrition where we give what they prepare in home, not extra from outside food. Like we give only unprocessed foods, and um, uh, preservatives are limited. Whole foods are preferred in our diet plans. Like
Can you
we
please
give
repeat this again for the sake of everyone who is watching another time? What do we mean by holistic approach? It is only home cooked food or home
home,
food
yeah,
wherein the
home cooked
preservative
food.
content is zero or very less.
Very less. No, it's actually zero, sir.
Zero. Okay. And what
Zero.
about processing, madam? You said unprocessed foods.
Yes, sir. Unprocessed foods, limiting processed foods, sir. In some cases, we get some frozen vegetables and
Okay.
canned beans. In that way, we can take we can consume those foods, but we give very less amount of processed foods like chips, packed foods, uh, like
Okay.
that, sir. Like
Oh, very
we prefer whole foods, like brown rice, red rice, in that sense, sprouts, in that sense.
nice. So it is all about the calorie count, madam. You choose the foods based on the calorie count, or is there any other technique behind it?
It depends, sir. If client have some health issues, we give a therapeutic modifications like some like example thyroid. In thyroid, we have
Okay.
two types:
Okay.
hypothyroidism and thyroidism. Hypothyroidism, where
Okay.
in hypothyroidism we give less calorie, and some foods are restricted in hypothyroidism. But in hyperthyroidism, we should give more calorie foods, and we give good carbohydrates actually, like brown rice, jawar flour,
Okay.
wheat flour. If they have some issues like gluten allergy, peanut allergy, we
Okay.
consider those things, and we uh, take out those foods, and we prepare a different menu plans for them, considering the calories, proteins, the amount of proteins, and in proteins we get lean meat,
Okay.
legumes, pulses, etc. But in
Okay.
carbohydrates, we give only good carbohydrates, like rich amount of fiber, whole grains in that way. Sir. Polished rice are avoided in
Okay. So
holistic nutrition.
you suggest brown rice or red rice only because white rice is polished. Is that the only reason,
Yes,
madam?
sir. Yes, the B complex content in the white rice has been removed
Okay.
due to polishing. There will be no, they say sattva, no, sir. Uh,
Yes.
as
Yes, madam.
it will not be there in white rice. It's like we are filling our stomach, that's it, and we are
Okay.
giving more stress on liver. When we shift it to brown rice or red rice, uh, little amount will give satisfaction to our body, and we
Okay.
should not go for appetite stage actually.
Oh,
Fullness
okay.
is, yeah, appetite is something which we go for craving, but
Okay.
hunger issues must be stopped when we are satisfied. We should not go for appetite stage actually.
Okay, so you say that we need to eat so that not going to be hungry.
Yes, that's
ఆకలి
all.
వేసే ముందే తినాలి అంటున్నారా మేడం?
అవును, అవును, అవును.
ఆకలి వేయకుండా
ఆకలి
ఉండడం
వేసే
కోసం.
అవును. యాక్చువల్లీ మేము ఒక టైమ్ గ్యాప్ మెయింటైన్ చేయాల.
ఓకే.
వన్స్ వి గెట్ అప్, వి షుడ్ నాట్ కన్జ్యూమ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ బికాస్ ఇట్ అఫెక్ట్స్ అవర్ హైపోథలామస్. Like consuming about 200 to 300 ml of water is enough
This is
for our
between the meal or while having a meal, madam?
once we soon after we get up from
Okay.
sleep. So
Okay.
you can go for detox drinks also, like cucumber juice,
But isn't
ABC
it,
juice.
we see all thanks to the WhatsApp universities that we have,
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
suggests that we need to have at least 1 liter of water once we wake up. That is not suggested, madam.
No, no, sir, not suggested. According to me, what I have studied,
Okay.
there is a part in the brain called hypothalamus, which
Great.
regulates the water content in our body.
Okay.
సో మేము రాత్రంతా పండుకొని సడన్ గా లేసినప్పుడు మా మా ఆర్గన్స్ అంతా సడన్ గా యాక్టివేట్ కావాలంటే 10 to 15 minutes కావాలా. సో
Okay.
ఫర్ అవర్ బ్రెయిన్ సెల్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫీడ్ సమ్ లిక్విడ్ యాక్చువల్లీ. సో
Okay.
200 to 300 ml is enough.
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
if it is lukewarm water, it's good, or
Okay, so
else warm water
in
is
fact,
also good.
cold and lukewarm water loni, you suggest lukewarm water.
Yes, sir. If they
Okay.
can't have hot water, we
Oh, otherwise
suggest
hot
hot
water is
water
even
also.
better.
Yes, sir. Better, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
Let me
it,
ask this question, madam. Since we are
yeah,
already talking about what to drink after we wake up,
yeah,
for a normal average human being,
huh.
you say that having hot water up to 300 ml is suggested.
Suggested. Yes, sir.
But then some people have it with lime, some people will have it with
Yeah,
honey, some
you
people have
can
it
go for
with
it.
ACV also, apple cider vinegar also is something
Yeah,
that
yeah,
people have. Would you still
yeah.
suggest them to have it once they wake up?
Yes, sir. It's actually good to have it. If people
Okay.
are not comfortable with it, they can go just with water. We
Okay.
usually suggest some detox water like what you have said, lime water, mint water, cucumber
Okay.
juice, ABC juice, ACV water, apple cider vinegar. Those are all
Okay.
very good to our body. The toxins which liver has produced all overnight will be removed through this detox water.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
With this,
I,
if you are going for a workout, you can take
okay.
some dried fruits, not dried fruits, dry fruits.
Dry fruits. Okay. And
Yeah,
these dry fruits have to be soaked in because, again, all
yeah,
thanks to the kind of reels that we see on YouTube and Instagram, one person suggests we need to have nuts only when they're soaked overnight. Someone
definitely,
says you
sir.
need not soak nuts. Someone says even if the nuts are soaked, you should not peel them. Another person comes and says that soaked nuts should be peeled and then had. Now that we
Yeah.
are in good hands, Sushma Garu, please tell us how to have our nuts.
Actually, almonds should be
Almonds,
peeled
okay.
off. Yeah, they
Okay.
have to be soaked and peeled off because these almonds and all, they are stored actually, sir. They are
Okay.
freezed or stored for until the consumer gets it. They have to preserve it for the market purpose. Some
Okay.
germs or something which are not visible will be present in those nuts. So they
Okay.
suggest soaking is important.
Okay.
And some phytic acid, some non-nutritious substances also will be present in some of the nuts. So when we
Okay.
soak it, all those are transferred into the water and the
Okay.
nutritious part will be consumed.
Super. Very nice. Thank you for that
Yeah,
elaboration, madam. So now
thank
should
you.
we peel it or should we not peel it?
We should peel it. Only
Okay.
almonds.
Only
But
almonds.
other dry fruits must be soaked. Almonds
Okay.
must be peeled off.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And since we're talking about soaking, I remember having heard from someone who said that all legumes and pulses that we use at home, పప్పు
Yes,
దినుసులు
sir.
అంటాం కదా మేడం,
అవునవును అవును.
ఇవన్నీ కూడా all these should be soaked for at least an hour before cooking them. Is
Yes,
that
sir.
true, madam? Is
Yes,
it
it's
beneficial if
true.
we do that?
Definitely, sir. Actually, in our method of cooking, what we suggest is we have to soak overnight. But
Oh,
we
okay.
can't do that actually.
Okay.
Any if we are preparing any sambar or some what you say palya and all
అవును మేడం.
vegetable, అదంతా ప్రిపేర్ చేసేకి మేము రాత్రినే నానబెట్టి నెక్స్ట్ డే లేసి ఇంకా డైరెక్ట్ ప్రెషర్ కుక్కర్ కూడా చేయరాదు మేము. Once we have to cook in the open boiling.
Open vessel అని. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
open boiling. Then we have to remove the foam where all the
okay.
uric acid content present in the legumes and pulses should be removed from it. Only then we'll not feel those arthritis, autoimmune diseases where people will get from uric acid and all. They'll not get it.
Oh, I
Yeah,
really hope a lot of people are watching this because these are all very, very important points on how to eat our food.
yeah,
Thank you, Sushma Gari. You're generous enough to come forward and tell all this. I urge
yes, sir.
everyone who is watching this now or later, please do make a note. Once you wake up, 2 to 300 ml of hot water is suggested. If you can
Yes,
have it with ACV or detox water or just lime or little bit of honey, it is even more beneficial. And after
yes,
that, Madam suggests that you need to have overnight soaked nuts. In case you're having nuts, your almonds should always be peeled off, and every other nut can be soaked overnight and have had them as they are.
yes,
And during your course of the day, in case you're cooking your pulses or legumes, please ensure that they are soaked overnight or at least a couple of hours, madam. Couple of hours is
definitely,
okay.
sir. Couple of yeah, it's okay, sir.
Yeah, couple of hours, and try not to pressure cook them. Instead of pressure cooking them, try to use an open berth, an open vessel, and do it manually. And while you
Yeah,
do so, please ensure that after the cooking boiling part is done, you need to remove the foam, which is because of the uric acid that got separated from the legumes, because that is what causes the autoimmune issues.
yes, sir.
Madam, we have finished our morning routine now. We
Yes,
have
sir.
reached the lunch preparation, but before that, tell us what you suggest for us to have a breakfast as.
Breakfast must be not much lighter also, sir.
Okay.
Dinner must be
Everyone
completely
calls
light.
breakfast as the best meal of the day, or you need to have the breakfast like a king. That should be the heaviest meal of the day. We hear a lot of things. Your suggestion now, please.
Actually, we should have our breakfast, lunch, and dinner according to the sun. How the
Okay.
sun, because our metabolism depends on the sunlight uh, around us. So when we
Okay.
go to breakfast, always try to have um, not much lighter, medium range. Like if you're going for an onion dosa or any upma or something.
Okay.
Maintain a medium portion actually,
Okay.
medium
Okay.
portion. Then
Right.
if you have a issue, it's like doing following a diet is nothing but changing our lifestyle, and uh, when we change our lifestyle, we'll get a good thoughts actually. Only
Perfect.
food
What you
decides the
said
thoughts
is
what we think.
100% right. Thank you for saying that. Please go
Yeah.
ahead, madam.
Uh, Breakfast must be lighter, not like a dinner. But when we go to lunch, it has to be a big meal because the sunlight will be more, and the
Okay.
metabolism of our body will also be more. Always try to have uh, a fruit after your breakfast, and after 1 or 2 hours, try to have a tea, any tea like green tea, hibiscus tea, or whichever you feel like.
Okay.
Not the milked one or coffee
Okay.
or tea leaves one. I'm
Okay.
suggesting only to have green tea, hibiscus tea, corn silk tea. There are many teas which
Okay.
helps in the removal of toxins,
Okay.
and a fruit, because we usually think if we have fruit, there is a sugar content we should not have, will put on our weight. Having a whole fruit will never put your weight on. It actually increases the antioxidant property in your body. The
Madam, you
more color,
suggest this fruit part even for a person who is suffering with diabetes?
definitely, sir.
Okay.
They will
They can
have
have
to
this
have.
because these are natural sugars.
Yes, but we
Okay.
should not go for juiced one. We should not
Correct. Because the fiber
grind it.
portion will be separated.
Yeah, the fiber resists the sugar content to enter our intestine actually when we have it whole fruit.
Nice, nice. Thank
Yeah,
you for that again, madam. Let me reiterate again, ladies and gentlemen. Madam is suggesting us to take a tea between two meals, preferably within an hour or two. And then, madam also suggests us to have a whole fruit instead of a cut, peeled, or a juiced fruit. When we have a
definitely.
whole fruit, we get both the juice along with the fiber imbibed into our body, wherein the fiber obstructs the natural sugars from entering our bloodstream and increasing the spike in the blood sugar level. Is that correct, madam?
Exactly. Yes, sir. Exactly.
Super, super. Thank you for that input, madam. I think it is very important for all those who are watching this.
Definitely, sir.
And also,
Uh,
madam is suggesting that we need to regulate our food according to the intensity of the sun. So we're going to have
Definitely.
a mid-level breakfast portion, and once the intensity of the sun is huge, when post 12 noon, when the sun is right above our heads, that's when the metabolism rate will be high, and that's when we can have a heavy meal. Is that correct, madam?
Yes. Yes, sir. Correct.
So can we say that our lunch should be the heaviest meal of the day?
Yes, sir. It has to be a heaviest meal where
Okay.
a half plate will be of salad,
Okay.
quarter plate will be of carbohydrates, and the other quarter will be of proteins, where carbs
Okay.
must be less compared to proteins. Like
Oh,
if you
okay.
want to have rice, you can have a very small bowl of rice and very
Okay.
big bowl of sambar with
Right. Okay. Got
any
it.
any vegetable palya or something. And salads must be a bigger portion,
Okay. So the vegetable portion should be high. The carb portion
high,
should be less.
less. And proteins, if they are non-vegetarians, they can only go for lean meats and not red meats.
Okay.
And if they are vegetarians, it's very good actually. Plant-based proteins are much needed for all the people, and they are the
Do we
best
find
actually.
them normally, madam? Can we find plant-based proteins? Can you suggest something about plant-based
Uh,
protein?
so the green leafy vegetables, the legumes,
Okay.
the pulses, all we have are plant-based proteins only. So.
But the kind of the kind of vegetables that you're talking about, these natural proteins that we find, leafy vegetables or whatever we find in the bazaars, do you think they are sufficient enough for our protein intake?
Definitely, sir.
Oh,
If
good. Yeah.
1 gram per kg body weight of a person is
Okay.
suggested for a normal person, like protein.
Okay.
If they are athletes or if they are working out, any endurance athletes, we'll suggest 2 to 2.5 grams of proteins. It
Oh,
depends
super.
on the condition of the person.
Okay.
If a person is above 55 or 60, will
Okay.
go lesser than 1 gram, because we should not give pressure on their liver and kidney. So the protein portion will be less and the salad portion will be more for them.
Oh, okay.
The vegetable portion will be more, like
Oh,
the palya, salad, medium portion of protein and medium portion of carbohydrate. Depends on the age, health issues and everything.
okay.
For
Okay.
for each health issue, the restrictions differs.
So you tailor make all your diet plans according to the kind of issues that they face,
Definitely, sir.
and you monitor all these clients, madam. Whenever a client approaches you for a diet plan, you also monitor whether the diet plan is being strictly followed or there are any changes. You continuously follow up with the client.
Yes, sir. Weekly, I'll call them for 3 days, 3 times
Okay.
weekly. And if they want, at any time, they'll have some questions or doubts. They'll definitely ask me. And for first 2 to 3 weeks, I'll ask them for a pick of a meal and the time what I have suggested, because I
Very
have
good.
to set their biological clock. Once I set the biological clock, they'll start feeling hunger at that time. So
Oh,
it
nice.
depends on the time they consume and the portion they consume.
Oh, good. Okay.
Uh,
So,
Sir,
tell me, madam, please.
I forgot to tell that I have done courses in weight management, clinical nutrition, sports nutrition, and family and child care also. So all these are under the nutrition also, sir.
Madam, how do you
Nutrition
find
course.
time? People just say they have no time for anything at all for a regular day. Now that you have your house is it's a joint family, I'm sure you have a lot of household chores that you need to take care of. You
Yes,
have a
sir.
child
But
who is 4 years.
yes,
You
sir.
need to take care of the elder people in the family, be it
Mhm.
whatever they need, be it the day to day regular activities, routines, cooking, maintaining the house, attending to people at home. In spite of all this, you managed to do two diplomas, one in pharmacy and one in nutrition, and then you have again specialized
Masters.
in several other kind of nutrition as well.
Yes, sir. 6 months course, certificate courses are the. But family and childcare, the classes are going on actually. I'm
Okay,
attending those classes.
wonderful, madam. That's so
Actually,
good.
studying is my stress buster. So this is the only one which
Mm,
reduces my
not
stress.
many people will like to hear this.
Yes,
But
sir.
that's very nice.
My
That's very
own
nice.
sister will not like to listen to this actually.
I'm sure all those young ones who are watching this show, please do see that madam is telling that studying is her stress buster. I think
Yes.
we need to plan our stress busters in such a way that are counteractive and are going to help us in return. Nice, madam. I'm so glad that you are saying all this. And
Thank you.
what are your suggestions for the dinner part, madam? And as far as the lunch and dinner is concerned, I think there's a gap compared to breakfast and lunch. So, would you
Yes, sir.
suggest any kind of a snack for an average human being? And what are your suggestions for dinner?
Before dinner, we'll have another 2 meals actually, not a bigger one, a small one. Like we suggest seeds or buttermilk or something at 4 or 4:30, and at
Okay,
6 we give soups. It's a preference given by clients only. So
okay,
how much and what they like, these can be altered actually at 4 or 6. And at dinner, we give boiled salads usually, because
okay,
the intensity of sun will be very, very less after 6. So we
okay,
suggest completely boiled food, not raw,
okay,
because the digestion must be easier. So one boiled salad and with protein food like in Andhra it's famous, no sir, pesratu and
correct, madam.
yeah, dal khichdi, moong rava dosa. In that way we give them, like from our Karnataka, like bisi belebath. The protein foods are given at the dinner because
Madam, the
muscle
time now
repair.
is 9:35 and you're talking about Pesarat Upma and Bisbeli Bath. How fair is it, you tell me, madam?
Sorry, sir.
But then, thank you so much for this input, madam. So, what time would you suggest that we need to, on a normal day, have? Let us say, owing to the kind of show that we are on a WeTalk show, wherein majority of the viewers are business people
Yes, sir.
who probably, let's say, they head home from office probably after 8 o'clock. They might
Mm.
start and get reach home by 8:30 or 9 or even 9:30 at times. So, what is
Yes.
your suggested dinner time, madam?
Actually, the it's not like we should force and have the food, sir.
Okay,
It's like it has to be easier for the client also to have. What I usually do is I get a counseling session from my client.
okay,
I'll take all their what are the schedule, what they have, what are the things they do in the whole day, and what they will have, what they don't like. In that sense, I usually prepare a menu plans, those menu plans.
okay,
Uh, According to their timings, I set those diet chart. So if they are
wonderful.
having
So,
at 9:30, then after
okay.
nine, the sleep time will be after 9:30 only. So we suggest after dinner a drink so that they can go for a sleep.
Okay, so I think the most important part of starting a diet plan is your counseling session, madam. That is the
Yes, sir.
first important part of your of your portion of your profession totally,
Yes, sir.
because that is where you
So,
get to know all the likes and dislikes and the daily
yeah.
routine of your client.
Definitely, sir. But we
Nice.
curate individual menu plans. I usually curate individual menu plans, sir. It's not like getting many people into one group and telling them at this time have this, and all. Each person differ in their metabolism also genetically they are different. So curating a personal diet chart is better, and consulting a dietitian or nutrition is very good for their lifestyle change or anything else what we can say. Uh,
Super. So, ladies and gentlemen, what Madam is trying to tell you is that she doesn't make a diet plan that fits everyone. It is not one fit for all. She customizes every diet plan because no two humans are the same. So she's
yes,
going to know about your likes, your dislikes, your daily routine, your pluses and minuses, and that is when she's going to devise a diet plan for you, which is going to holistically help you in your overall health.
yes,
Be it whether you are suffering with something or an average human being, I'm sure that Madam's diet plans are going to be very, very helpful in ensuring every part of nutrition is attended to, isn't it, Madam?
yes, sir, definitely.
Super. So, madam, now I'm going to tell your number to everyone, all those who are watching this show, in case you need some kind of an advice and consultancy from Sushma Garu. Please make a note of this number. It is 966320937. I repeat the number. Sushma Garu will be available on 966320937. I urge everyone, Madam is a highly, highly qualified professional as far as nutrition is concerned, and we can see how holistically she actually developed herself. The kind of habits that she inculcated and the kind of people that she attends to at her home as well. She converted a problem into a lifestyle for herself and her family members, and now I'm sure that she is living a wonderful, healthy, and a healthy life. I'm so glad that we all have a chance to speak to you today about nutrition, madam. But before we go
Thank you,
forward, we
sir.
have a lot of comments flowing in. Can we take a couple of comments and then we get back?
Sure, sir. Sure.
Madam, nice. The first comment is from Suvan Kumar Garu. Hi, Anna. He says, very good evening, Mr. Raghu and Sushma Garu. Good evening, Anna.
Good
He
evening,
also
sir.
says, very nice information, Sushma Garu. Wonderful, Anna. Yes,
Thank you.
indeed. Madam has been very, very kind and helpful in providing a lot of information. For everyone who's watching this, it's definitely free advice. We all know how much these nutritionists outside in the market charge for a counseling session for about 30 minutes or 1 hour. We all know that. And Madam is kind enough to come forward for revealing all this important information that is helpful to everyone who is watching this.
Yes,
Suvarna Kumar Garu also has another comment, madam. He says, "Will request Shweta madam to share this episode to all houses, which is very important to every member to have a wonderful lifestyle." Absolutely, Anna. I think Sushma Garu is very kind enough
it's my
to
pleasure,
budge,
sir.
and amazing. You say it's your pleasure. What else can we say? Nice, madam.
Yes,
Suvarna Garu also says, request madam to give these inputs in a form text which will be circulated to every member.
definitely. Definitely,
Madam,
I'll do
I
it,
think
sir.
this is turning into a kind of an activism where a healthy lifestyle will be inculcated in every WeVysya member.
Yes, I wanted to do this actually, sir. I was thinking of it. like giving a alarm, like it's time to have water, in that sense. So
Okay.
minimum lifestyle change can be seen in a minimum time actually. Uh, I was
Okay.
planning to do it, but sir has asked, and I will definitely do it, sir.
Super.
Like,
I hope the right people are listening to this. We have another comment from Anup Siengaru who says, Hi Raghu sir, Sushma madam is a very active member of Shukla House and the knowledge she possesses is very great. Absolutely, Anup Garu. Thank you initially for logging into the We Talk show. I'm so happy that you're always there to watch our shows and encourage us. And thank you for all the nice words for Sushma madam. She has amazing loads and loads amount of knowledge as far as nutrition is concerned. I think 30 minutes or 45 minutes that we have at hand is really not sufficient to know more about the subject.
thank you.
We have another comment from Suvarnagaru who says, a member health is the success of the WeVysya and the society. Absolutely right. Very well said, Anna. Thank you.
Yes.
We have Jyoti Garu, Madala Jyoti Saika Garu saying, good evening, Raghu Garu and Madam. Good evening, Madam. Thank you so much for logging in.
Good evening, ma'am.
We have Sandesh Bhai who says, very good evening, Raghuram Bhai and Sushma Madam. Good evening, Sandesh Bhai.
Good evening, sir.
And we have a comment from Leaf Hospital. That's the name that we can see here. We have good evening both. What kind of quick meals do you suggest for business people who have multitasks as well need to balance nutrition? Madam, would you like to answer this question? Very important for us.
Definitely, sir. Uh, for a quick meal, we can
Yeah,
go
quick.
for oats upma. It
Okay.
takes about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Other jowar dosa, ragi dosa, and rice flour dosa, I usually don't suggest. But jowar, wheat dosa, and with this, they can complement with normal coriander chutney and all. So it takes only about 10 to 15 minutes. That's all, sir.
Madam, no
We can
coconut
go for
chutney, madam, only green chutney.
coconut. We usually, if they're under some weight loss journey or something,
Okay.
we insist not to take.
Okay.
But still, if you are okay with it, okay, you can take it with the coconut chutney, sir, or like onion chutney, garlic chutney. The more antioxidant property will be produced in garlic chutney. The energy levels will be very high with less calories.
Okay. Okay.
That depends on.
Sure, madam. Madam, I hope your question is answered. Thank you for logging in and thank you for the comment. I hope Sushma Garu had answered this question. We have another comment from Anup Garu who says, guys, make sure next generation children with proper diet from people like Sushma Madam. Absolutely. I think Madam is really, really aiming towards that. I hope she also succeeds in this initiative. We have
Thank
Kumuri Venkata Sudhir Garu saying, all the best, Madam Sudhir Secretary from Netra. Nice,
you.
madam. We have all these comments flowing in, but we'll get back to the comments again later. Okay, shall we take it from the place where we have left? I have You have shared a picture with me, madam, about a diet chart. A picture which is
Yes.
divided into. Do you think it is the right time to share that picture and talk about it? Shall I put that picture on
Yeah,
the screen?
definitely, sir. Definitely.
Can you tell us about this, madam?
So this is the meal where what I suggested for lunch actually,
Okay.
where half of the portion will be of vegetables and fruits.
Okay.
These produce rich antioxidant property and no calories.
Okay.
You will feel full, and once you take the lunch, I mean once you take up the consume these vegetables,
Okay.
you feel half of the stomach is full.
Okay.
After that, when you go for proteins and carbs, uh, the appetite level will be very less, and you will be satisfied with the food. This helps in good weight loss journey also, and all this gives in nutrition. You will have main elements like carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and water, where
Okay.
vitamins and minerals are a major part in encountering diseases. So these vegetable portion will give us these vitamins and mineral part.
Okay.
So when we keep our plate very colorful, like a rainbow platter, you will
Okay.
have good health and very good lifestyle actually.
Super, madam. So, madam, over the course of time, you had told us how to eat, what to eat. By
How
saying
much
how
to
to
eat?
eat,
Yes,
you were telling us whether it should be soaked, how it should be cooked, how it should be peeled, is what you told us. And then you
yes,
explained us what to eat. And then you
yes,
told us how much to eat and at what time to eat.
yes, sir.
So every aspect of having food in this limited time has been covered by you. But then
Yes,
now my question is, not everyone is the same. Like you say, there are tailor-made diets. We hear about keto diets. Uh,
yes, sir.
we hear about intermittent fasting.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us which one are these really good for the human body? Should we follow it only for a specific period of time, or can they can be made a part of your lifestyle? What is your take on diets, man?
Actually, there are emerging many type of diets nowadays, sir. When we go for intermittent fasting, there are many researches are going on till now, where
Okay,
some people are adjusted to that diet, where you'll not have food for 16 hours, then you'll have some food, then you'll give gap for 8 hours, then you'll have some big meal, then 16 hours of gap. Everyone
okay,
will not be able to do that. And for some people, it is sustainable, but some, I think so, not suggested also.
okay,
And when we go to keto diet, it is completely unsustainable diet. I
okay,
don't suggest keto diet. According to me,
okay,
it's where one portion of the food will be eliminated in keto diet.
okay,
In what I give is all the portion like carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, fats, where good fats are incorporated for brain health. For
okay,
good brain health, you should have good fat actually. In some form of diets, they'll remove fats. In some form of diets, they'll remove carbohydrates. In keto diet, they'll remove carbohydrates like
okay.
rice portion,
No
uh,
rice, no
uh,
meat.
no rice, where these are the main portion which give brain health.
Okay,
For minimum neurons to uh, for minimum energy, carbohydrates must be given. But in keto diet, they'll avoid complete carbohydrates. Only fats are incorporated in keto diet.
okay.
For
Your take on
they
paleo
give,
diet?
sir, sorry,
Is paleo also another kind of a diet?
yes, sir.
Do you
Where
suggest
in
that?
paleo diet, some like in different diets, some of the portion of the some of the portion like what I have said, fats are completely removed.
Okay,
In vegan diet, the plants or plant-based foods which are grown under the ground are not
okay,
suggested in vegan, and dairy products are also not suggested in vegan diet. But I prefer flexitarian diet where you can have all nutrients in one meal. And sometimes, if you are non-vegetarian, sometimes you can have meat.
nice. Okay.
Um,
Now that we've spoken about diets, madam, and what a balanced meal looks like, and how colorful your plate should be like when you have a meal, can you tell us what your take on milk is, madam? Because I hear a lot of people saying milk is not needed after you are grown enough, or someone says that milk is not necessary, it has been faultily included in our diets. What is your take on milk, madam, or anything that is white?
Anything that is white, we should avoid actually.
Okay,
In my sense, we have to avoid which is white are white rice, sugars, and all. But milk is essential actually. The milk products are suggested, but curds and buttermilks are suggested more, where
absolutely.
rich
The
amount of
probiotic part is
calcium
important.
and proteins are present.
Okay, okay,
Always try to have curds in
okay,
after breakfast, where you can have rich amount of microbiome or like good bacteria, which help overall health of a day. Till
oh,
next day morning, you'll be having good gut health, which improves the immune system and brain activity.
okay. So you suggest one to have curd after your breakfast in the morning, madam?
Breakfast, definitely, sir. And
Nice.
buttermilk in the afternoon.
Super. Okay. And what are your suggestions, madam? Would you also be able to help with diet plans and nutrition charts for people who are for pregnant women or lactating mothers?
Definitely, sir. Yeah, yeah. I suggest and give diet plans for lactating women and pregnant mothers also.
Nice, madam. And what about the new children? The kind of diet that children are having today. Let's say a fully grown adult has his own liberty to choose. Would you have any
Yes, sir.
suggestions or advice for parents who are raising a child?
A growing child must have many more amount of proteins actually,
Okay.
fruits and vegetables. Uh, Nowadays, parents are over concerning about the food of children,
Okay.
where they overfeed child after each hour, after each 2 hours, they overfeed child,
Okay.
which becomes obesity effect after some age. We
Okay.
should not overfeed any children.
Okay.
Only when once they are hungry, we have to feed them. Nowadays, the trend has become changed, and they are overfeeding a child.
Correct.
The stomach size will be enlarged, and once if they become fat, we try to avoid food, but they can't avoid food because they'll be used to it.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's quite an
Uh,
important point that you shared today, madam.
yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Uh, we
And
should
what I,
always
yeah, please go ahead.
uh, try to give more portion of proteins like um, uh, what I've said, those tur dal,
Okay.
chenna dal,
Okay.
and everything. Those are good proteins and muscle repair, and they will have a lot of work uh, through studying also. They'll become strained also. So we have to give rich antioxidant foods like fruits, vegetables, in whichever form they like.
Okay.
We cannot force them to have directly also. They
Okay.
can change the form and give them.
Super. Nice. And your advice for elderly people at home, madam?
Yes, sir. To elderly people, what I have said, their muscle growth will be restricted actually after some age. We
Okay.
have to give a little amount of protein, but we can't avoid protein because their muscle strength will be very less. For muscle strength, we have to give proteins,
Okay.
and the more we give the salads
Okay.
and fruit portion,
Okay.
same like children. After
Okay.
some age, they become weak actually.
Okay.
For rich calcium foods and iron rich foods should be given more
Okay.
for elderly people, and growing kids for girls, more rich iron foods and calcium rich foods are also suggested more,
Nice, madam.
like from 18 years ago.
Okay. Now that I see that we've been talking for the last 53 minutes, madam, I really think that this is not sufficient to know more about you and your job. Do you give
Yes, sir.
appointments, madam? Do you take online counseling sessions as well?
Yes, sir. I do.
Nice. So, should we seek an appointment by WhatsApp or message to you before someone wants to take an appointment from you?
Yes, sir. They can call me directly or can WhatsApp me.
Nice. For the benefit of all the members, I'm again repeating the number of Sushma Madam, who is from Tumkur, who is a nutritionist. Sushma Madam's number is 96632 09377. I repeat again, it is 96632 09377. Madam, we have a comment from Suvarnana who says, Madam, we request Sushma Madam for an appointment with my family. Amazing, Madam. So there's a counseling session already. There's a member who is already ready for a counseling session with you. Uh, I,
Thank you so much,
I
sir.
think he already made a note of your number and he might reach you. Please,
Definitely, sir. I'll talk to
I'm
him.
sure you're going to talk to
It's
them.
my
I'm sure you're
pleasure.
going to share a lot of professional information that you have. And that's about it, madam. It's been 54 minutes, and I really do not know. Time just flew by when we are talking to you. You helped us
Yes,
know about a lot of things in this very little time. Any
yes.
closing comments from your side, madam? Did I miss asking you something? Is there anything that you need to tell the viewers? Please go ahead.
Um, it's not like having only food, sir. We have to have some workout so that our bone strength also will be increased. So, 50% or 60% of diet and 30 to 40% of workout only helps in your lifestyle change. If you are hoping for weight loss or weight gain, whatever may be the matter, try to go for a walk. it's not like you have to hit the gym always. It's like going a brisk walk is enough for a weight loss or changing your lifestyle. Even uh, person who is not healthy also, if he starts going for a walk, he can see many changes in his body. So workout is also necessary in the counterpart part of diet.
Sure, madam.
So,
Thank you for that input, Andy.
welcome, sir.
I'm going to share Madam's visiting card. It is AHN, Akshaya Health and Nutrition. That's the company that Madam manages. And this is Madam's number. You can please take a note of it. GS Sushma Garu, who is a nutritionist hailing from AHN, Akshaya Health and Nutrition. Madam will be available on the two numbers 9611182409 and 9663209377. And Madam will be available on the email ID akshayahealthnutrition9@gmail.com. Thank you very much, madam. I'm so glad that you agreed for this wonderful session that we had today with you over the 33rd episode on season 3 of the We Talk show. Hope
Sir,
you, madam, am I audible to you?
sir, it's
Madam,
not
you can hear
audible.
me?
Ah, now it's audible, sir.
Madam, you can hear me?
Yes, sir. Now I can hear.
And we're trying to say that we are very, very thankful to you for agreeing to be on this 33rd episode of the We Talk show on season 3. Thank you so much for all your inputs. They are very, very helpful. I'm sure that all the people who watch this and will connect with you over calls or video calls or for counseling sessions, I'm sure they're going to find it even more beneficial and helpful for them and their entire family.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I should thank WeVysya because it's a great opportunity for showcasing my business, actually. Thank you so much for each and everyone. Thank you, WeVysya, for actually insisting me to become a member. It's a totally new thing for me to join outside. I usually don't go outside my home. It's completely a career opportunity. Thank you so much, sir. It was great talking to you. You made me feel very comfortable while I was talking. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam. Real pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank
Good
you,
night,
sir.
madam.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, members, that's about it. We really had a wonderful last 1 hour talking to GS Sushma Garu. She's been really, really wonderful in letting us know about a lot of things which sound obvious to us, but of very rarely do normal human being follow. So, I hope you found this 33rd episode on season 3 of the We Talk show helpful and beneficial to you and your family members. In case you are good at this and you want to seek more information from Madam, you know which numbers to reach as we've shared earlier. Until tomorrow, wherein we're going to join you with another guest and another moderator on 34th episode of the We Talk show. This is Raghu Vankaila signing off. Thank you very much.